Hi, Leo. How are you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Oh, you already have jumpers coming out, Leo. We're going to be looking at your energies for the rest of May 2023. I'm going to be doing a 9 card spread for you. I'm going to be looking at your numerology card just because we have a new moon in Taurus coming up on the 19th. Going to take a quick peek into love, and I'm going to close you out with a fairy angel card. Okay, Leo? All right, so Leo, you've already had a jumper which talks about message. Okay, so some of you may have already received this message, or it's going to be on its way. Anyway, this is comes in all forms of communication, Leo. Okay, so it can come and look for letters, texts, notes, calls, emails. In this time frame for this card, usually is anywhere from now up until 7 days. Okay, whatever it is, though, you can expect some good news. This is usually a very pleasant message. Okay, um, for some of you, it could be paperwork that requires your signature, things like that. But it's definitely something that's going to come in with you within the next week. Okay, remember, it's going to be good. Let's see what other cards. Let's see, Leo, what else, what this message could pertain to. What your other cards tell that you're looking for. For some of you, you're waiting for. It definitely has to do with money, earnings with work or something. I can see that already. Some of you guys may have been concerned about that, but occupation is coming out very, very strong for you, Leo. Okay. Doesn't have to be work. It could be from an official person that you're waiting to hear from, an attorney, something like that is coming up for you. But let's get into your spread and pull these 9 cards for you, Leo, and see what this good news is for you. Okay. Okay. So, oh, my apologies. Let me mute this phone, Leo. Um, Okay, so definitely something in the past that there was an ending, you closed out, you left behind. That I can see very clearly. Could be a child, let's see, mature woman, a main male. So some of you this could have been, let's see, an important male that was in your life, partner that you had. Okay, center of reading right now has to do with change. So yeah, there's something definitely that you left behind. Okay, official person showing up again. Despair with a female, preferably in the future. But there's change coming in, I feel like, especially because you have the good message card here. And you have courthouse. Okay, so this could be news that you're waiting to hear from, like I said, a court, a judge, lawyer, something like that, an expectation. Yeah, so you're waiting. You're definitely waiting to hear something. And I feel like you're waiting for this message to come in, Leo. You've been waiting for this message to come in. I feel like for like a while now too. So let me tap into the energy of your cards. Let me see what's coming through for you. Um, this card usually has something to do with all of your like wishes, hopes, and things like that. You're longing for something, and you're being advised that you're to wait. So, if you're for some of you, you could be waiting to hear from someone too. Okay, you could be waiting to hear from an individual. Um, Definitely, it's money. I'm picking up money. In court, you're waiting for a decision to be made. Also, I feel like in court, some of you are definitely waiting for a decision to be made in court. So you got a lot of messages coming in right now. All right. So expectation, when I see this card, you like I said, it talks about longing and waiting for something. You're being advised for this message is to wait rather than force the issue. Okay. Letting things kind of happen on their own. There could be a pause. We did, Mercury just did come out of retrograde and it went direct, so that could have been the delay. All right. There has been like no forward motion with something, but it also talks about um, time for observation and like reflection and contemplation and stuff like that, thinking things through. Very, very card of that is telling you to it's a non-action card. It's telling you to have patience. Is if this is in regards to any type of goals or anything like that, it's telling you that patience is required. So if you started working on something and you might be waiting to see the results of it, it does talk about patience being required for that. If this does have to do with love matters, which I'm getting, it could very well be, all right. It indicates that you're wishing for a partner and you're still waiting. You still have to wait. It's not ready to come yet, okay? Anything that has to do with like your professional matters and areas in that way, you should be, again, patience, waiting, timing is working out in your favor. Okay. And the time frame for this card, Leo, is typically 3 months. All right. So there's something that you're waiting to hear. So I feel like I said, message could be received or message being sent. It does signify. So I feel like a lot of you have been waiting. I feel like what I'm picking up is that a lot of you will be getting that message within the next week. Okay. So it does look like in the past that there was something that you let go of, that you moved on from, that you had to say goodbye to. I'm sorry, because you have the letting go card for coffin. They're telling you to accept the transition at this time, okay? Even if it's hard, all right? Um, adjust to the changes that happened in your life, but you definitely had to move on from something. For some of you, this could have been a main male in your life, okay? And what they're telling you with these two cards together is that they want you to look after yourself, okay? There's something that they're telling you at this point that they want you to look after yourself. But it definitely looks like some of you have moved on from a male counterpart. Maybe you're in separation and you're waiting to hear from them. There's a message or something like that that is coming in. Okay. Then you have community. So community talks about being with like-minded people, um, having good people around you, whether it's family, true friends, the community that you're in, people that are loyal, cooperative, they help each other. Like, I feel like with this ending that you had in this transition, because it could have been difficult, and that's why they are telling you to try to adjust to the changes, that you could have had some support from others, all right? If this was a change in your residence or somewhere where you moved or you had to relocate to or something like that and getting, they're letting you know that this was probably both challenging for you, but supportive as well as you're defining your new life as these endings. Because, like I said, you have change currently happen right now, very strongly in the middle of your reading. Okay, and you have it by child, which is very interesting to me. So these two cards together actually tell me a lot. All right, so this could literally be a child, okay, or children, or your childhood, could have something to do with your inner child as well. It talks about innocence, being naive. I think being naive could have had to do with what you needed to let go of and close. It does speak of a new beginning, a new start. Could be a new project, new job, even a new relationship. Okay, and it talks about timing being spring. So, like I said, I feel like you're going to see this occurring. You've been waiting. I feel like the time is here in the next week for you, Leo. Okay, you've been waiting for this. There's no negative cards surrounding it. So it's got to definitely, it's something that's going to be positive for you. Okay. With the springtime and change being dead center of the reading and being extremely significant for you, this tells me that whatever this is, whatever you've been expecting, and like I said, for some of you, it could be that you were waiting on that partnership to come in and that you were being told to be cautious and to wait for it. I feel like that could be coming through for you now. All right. We are in a season of change too, with Jupiter going into Taurus. It's all about changes, new beginnings, expansions, anything like that. So if there's anything that you are thinking about doing, projects, anything like that, this is why this card is showing up for you. Okay. Um, it's this card talks about it is time to go. It's time to leave something behind. It's time for change, whether it's your physical location, social location, if it's a career move, something with your occupation, relationships with others. It is sitting by the male cards. Like I feel like you closed something out. Okay, definitely feel like you closed something out with someone. It's saying it's time to let it go. Okay, um, you have it followed by the official person, which is very interesting to me. Okay. Um, so this is something that's going to happen whether you like it or not. Okay. So just keep that in mind. For some of you, especially with it being with by courthouse, this could be something that where you're confronted with like strict rules of life. Okay. things that you're dealing with, situations of power and authority are required. So it could be like in the workplace or something like that. Or if it has to do with like your goals, it could talk about you needing to be more determined and focused on them. Okay. This also talks about any person that is in uniform, a judge, a policeman, a fireman, military person, anything like that too, which, like I said, I feel like this does have to do with a judge or something, or a lawyer, with that card sitting right by the courthouse. Okay. I feel like you're waiting for a ruling or a decision to be made. That's one situation I see. I feel for others, some of you guys are waiting to make a decision or something on like a relationship or something like that. Okay. So I see two things going out, but change is very significant for you. Definitely with closing things out, releasing the old and starting new. Um, they're letting you know that this is a very auspicious time to do that, Leo, okay? Especially because we are in Taurus seasons with Jupiter going into Taurus. I think it's the 19th of full moon, so it's the perfect time for new beginnings. So set your intentions and start manifesting, okay? In the future, I see you having interactions with a strong woman. This woman is usually very well educated. They're going to offer support to you and listen to your concerns in some way. Okay, so keep that in mind. They could come up as female bosses. They can guides, mentors, authorities, executives. It could be someone in your family, someone like that though. So this person comes up in the future for you. I would say this spread that I'm doing is usually typically for a month, so I would say anywhere from now up until the next 4 weeks. Okay, so you could see it. If not by the end of June, I would definitely say you're going to see it going. Not by the end of May, going into June. Okay, you're going to benefit from this person. Okay, because so she's going to be significant because you do have the despair card coming up in the future. But let's talk about that in a minute. All right. Um, what do I say about her? Be on the lookout for her though. Okay? Be on the lookout for her. And she doesn't have to be older, but typically she is older because she, like I said, she's very well educated and she has a lot of wisdom and knowledge. But she's going to benefit you in some way with some type of change or decision for you. Okay? Underneath her, you do have despair. Okay? So this talks about there being some grief or adversity. There could also be jealousy around you. So it could be there was changes made into a job, a career, a relationship, whatever. So be mindful of jealousy around you. It could talk of about stress leading to emotional exhaustion, things like that. Serious type of issues and problems that do come up and that do cross your path. So just be very, very mindful, okay? But I feel like with her being on top of it, she's there to support you and help you through the situation. I am picking that up very, very strongly. Okay. Um, then you have courthouse, which is interesting. So despair with the courthouse. So that's where the grief could be coming in, adversity, and things like that. But like I said, remember though, you have the positive message card here. So I like seeing that. For some of you guys, if it has to do with a divorce or something like I said, this person's going to be very important to you in this situation if it's in court. Okay. Um, so with courthouse, it means that there's going to be decisions, there could be discoveries, assessments. There could also be relationships that has to undergo a test now. So if this is like a type of relationship that you're in, just know that it's undergoing a test, okay? If it's, or it could possibly be your employment, something like that also, okay? Um, the truth, something about truth and an honest decision being made. So it could speak of lawsuits, court proceedings, wills, contracts, anything that has to do with taxes, disputes, any type of legal matter. Okay, and I feel like this is why you have this card, the despair card by it. Okay, and I think it also despair warns you of disillusions, okay, and sad news or the inconvenient truth. So you got two cards that are talking about the truth. You may find out of this truth. This mature woman may be the individual that brings that truth to light for you, okay? Because court house also talks about the truth and coming to an honest decision, okay, for you. So that's going to be interesting for you, Leo. There's definitely something very, very interesting. Like I said, courtship again, just it could either, I don't feel it, I don't feel like it is, um, you do have you waiting and expecting for a relationship. Okay, so I feel like some of you, it's for some situations, you've been waiting on a relationship to come in and it hasn't come. And you're like, be patient because it's timing. All right. So for some of you, the relationship can be coming in. So you could be in the early stages of the relationships. Okay. Um, this card will tell you to be open to new people entering your life and trying to meet people. Okay. It could also just talk about social life, personal business meetings, clubs, private public meetings, or anything like that. But it has sudden wealth with it also. Okay, so this card definitely makes this very, very, very stable relationship. Very, very stable relationship. Okay. Um, so for some of you, I do feel like you have luck coming in, and that's what Jupiter in Taurus is about too. Okay, I feel like there is luck that is coming in. Some of you, this is a monetary gift. Some of you guys, this relationship will be secure. Um, so even though this is in your future, I don't see these as negative cards or negative outcomes because of these cards that you have over here. Okay, so please know that. I'm going to do a Moonology card just because we do have the full moon. Taurus, like I said, it is about new beginnings. It's about new starts and projects, and I think a lot of your reading is talking about that as well. It's expansion, growth, good luck. Look to see what house the sign is going in for you. A lot of you guys, it's in the house of your money. Okay, it's in the house of your money. For some signs, it's in the house of relationships. But it's definitely excuse me, about releasing the old and allowing the new. And you have a lot of messages in your reading that are confirming that. Okay. So I'm going to pull an analogy card. Okay, so yeah. So some of you, yeah, a new romantic cycle begins. Some of you do absolutely have romance coming in. Okay. Let me pull a card from the romance angels. Let me see what they're telling you about love. This will be interesting, seeing that you do have this. Excuse me. I like your reading for you. I do see that, there's because of the changes and stuff that there could be some obstacles and feeling some grief or loss in some areas. But overall, it's very, very positive. So embrace the changes is what I'm getting very strong for you. Let the old things go to the side and allow the new to come in. Okay, you better jump for her. Okay. All right. So this one says this could be the one. So yeah, you do have love coming in, but we know that already. You already met the romantic partner that you seek. So some of you have may already met this individual. Okay. And I'm going to close you out with a fairy card. Leo, if you're enjoying the video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate the support and helping my channel grow. The Etsy shop is also open. If you get a few minutes, the link is in the description box below. All the information on my services there. But if you go into the Etsy shop, I have the love smudges, the manifestation kits, bundles already pre-packed for you and ready for purchase. I have the sage for intuition, for negative energies. Okay, I have the awesome all soy natural crystal candles, all different kinds. This one's my Be Protected one. Then I have the original candles for love, money manifestation, protection, cord cutting, anything like that. There's a bunch of goodies in there, so go over there and check it out. Be sure to follow the shop as well because I'm always uploading new products for you. Okay, let's see. Give me a message for Leo. What do you want Leo to know? What do you want Leo to know for the rest of May? Okay, so this card is showing up twice for me, and it's called Manifestation. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation, step 1. Okay, so yeah, definitely, like I said, some of you do have new starts and new beginnings. These are in projects, these are in relationships. whatever avenues of your life that they're coming in, but they are. And what they're telling you, and I just said that in the beginning of the video, the new moon is coming. It's a great time for manifestation. You want to write your intention down, okay? Remember, you're getting a message in here, Leo, too, that you need to be patient with your goals and give them time to develop. Key to manifestation, always remember, is that you must take action. And with Mercury direct now and all the planetary adjustments, this is a very auspicious time for you where the universe is going to be supporting you. So keep that in mind. One of the messages that I'm getting very strong for you is it's time for you to take action, to stop procrastinating, time for you to take action and start putting forth the effort, because this is going to be the time where you're going to see your goals come to fruition. All right, Leo, I hope you liked the reading. And until next time, take care of yourself and best of luck.